Alrighty, alrighty. So we're going to be reacting to Jared Stidham um post press conference after day 4 of training camp. Let's see what Stiddy has to say.
And all that.
Great time.
Yeah.
It was sadly we couldn't get everybody there, but it was so much fun. We worked out at SMU.
I think he's talking about the camp he had with the quarterbacks, the wide receiver quarterback camp, mini little camp they
Had some activities in the afternoon, dinners and stuff. Just great to hang out with the guys, outside of the facility and get to know them on a deeper level, that sort of thing. It's always fun, and we had a blast.
Did you practice meatball against Marvin because he was complaining?
Oh, for sure. It was 5-on-4 for the most part.
Yo, Jared seems like a cool dude, man.
Not my fault. I was one of the first guys picked, so it was like I was on the team of 5. So it sounds like an issue for them. We kept winning. It was great though. A lot of fun.
Who was in charge of logistics for that?
Mainly me. Yeah, for sure.
Jared, it seems like you enjoy leading these guys.
Yeah, this is one of I tell people this when they ask me like, how do you like Denver? One of my favorite things to say is I've never been around a team that has this many guys so close. And it's not just like offensive guys. Obviously, that was mostly receivers, running backs, tight ends, that sort of thing. But even defensive guys, special teams, like we all hang out all the time, whether it's with our wives, girlfriends, dinners, outside of the facility. It's just a great group of guys to be around. And obviously, I feel like that translates to the field. And whenever you're able to talk about certain things in a way it's not condescending, it's coming from a place of genuine, love and respect for one another. I think that goes a long way.
So how do you separate friendship from competition?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the NFL is about competition. If you don't have competition, in my opinion, in each room, then, what are you doing? I think that's a really healthy thing. And it's one of those things, like every year, the job upstairs, their job is to bring in people who they think can help the football team. And guys that are on the team, your job is to keep your job. So, it's a fine line, but I've always hung my hat on being a really good teammate. And then whenever I'm asked to come out here on the field and run plays, then it's to execute and score points. So that's it's very black and white, in my opinion. But
No, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I see it.
But the last year when you had, I mean, you did, now it's your job to defend. Last year, obviously, Russ the guy.
Yeah, I was still trying to push Russ every single day. Obviously, he was the starter and I was the backup, but that doesn't mean I can't try to go out there and, outperform, whoever it is. That's kind of my goal, is to go and push the people around me, not just the quarterbacks. That's just kind of always how I've, looked at competition and that sort of thing.
1 week into your camp, are you pleased with how it's gone?
Yeah, it's been good. Definitely some things, you got to clean up. It's part of training camp, little hiccups here and there, but overall I think it's been good. Offense has been, operationally it's been really, really, really sharp for the most part. And now it's just kind of fine tuning some details and, making sure we're all on the same page and moving the ball.
Well, you mentioned how the locker room, everyone's close. So like when you're on the field, you're going with 3 different centers because of the rotation. So how do you think that rotation is working everybody on the offense? How does that help bring the team together as well?
Yeah, for sure. I think whenever, like today I was in the huddle with the ones and, I've been in the huddle with the other 2 groups this week as well. And it's, it's like I love those guys getting a feel for me just as much as I love getting the feel from them. How I operate in the huddle, communicating with the centers and the offensive line on certain protections or run game schemes or whatever it may be.
See, I wouldn't mind if Jared started game 1 in Seattle. I would not mind. I think, whoever, Coach Payton chooses to start, I'm gonna have confidence in. But Jared is a good, bridge quarterback. You know, while Bo gets his feet wet and builds confidence, Jared could totally get a couple starts in and get a couple wins.
Um,
I like him because I know what I'm gonna get out of Jared. He's gonna stay in the pocket. And he'll run a little bit too, but he's gonna stay in the pocket and he's gonna try to find guides, man. With Russell, man, he's just like all over the place. You don't want like his style of football is just wild and crazy. Even though Jared's not like the best, he's not gonna there's nothing that's gonna pop out, but you know what you're gonna get from Jared. Like I mess with
there's a
Jared.
communication level there that I think is
And plus he's a good dude, so that's always a plus.
super healthy. And something, no matter who's playing, I think it's really good for guys to be seeing that, especially younger guys. We had a play during walkthrough today where I stopped the whole thing to make sure we're all on the same page, with the offensive line. So I think that's super healthy, obviously for those guys up front, but also, for receivers, running backs, tight ends, and the quarterbacks themselves. So.
I see how you get along. I see how you get along with everyone. But when you started last year, we saw your edge. Is there part of you that wants to prove to folks externally, hey, don't forget about me? I'm still here.
I don't really get caught up in too much of that. I'm very confident in who I am as a person and a player. And I've always been one to kind of let my play do the talking and not really worried about opinions of others and that sort of thing. And I care about these guys in this locker room and the people inside my home at my house. So, outside of that, it's all part of it. But I mean, that at the end of the day, that's what really matters the most. So,
All right, Jared, thank you.
cool. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Alrighty, so that was Jared. That was Stiddy. Well, yeah, I think whoever Sean picks to start, I'm going to be rooting for. Of course, Bo is the guy, the fans all want to start. But if push comes to shove and Bo is not ready for game one against Seattle in Seattle, which is gonna be hard. It's like the first game of the season in Seattle. The fans are gonna be loud, like it's just gonna be crazy. But if Bo can handle it, then I'm all for it. But if Jared is the guy, I'm all for it too. I'm a fan of Jared. Uh, I don't know how many wins we'll get with him, but until Bo can get his confidence down and the offense down, Jared is a good backup. So let me know what y'all think, and see you guys in the next video.